Hello, everybody. I'm Cherry.
And I'm Joy.
And we're Twosicals musicals. And this has been such a great month-ish or so of seeing, like, just people we have been admiring for such a long time. I mean, at the end of November, we saw Laura Bell Bundy finally, right after, like, half our lives, essentially. Which I'm sure she'll be glad to hear, right? Half our lives.
Yeah.
Right? And then, no, I'm so serious though. I mean, Jumanji, like, but anyway, excuse me. But then we saw That Becomes Her, and we got to see finally Megan, Hilty, live and in the flesh. One for the books, and let me tell you, she is so entertaining. She is so entertaining. I so loved her, watching her like on the stage. This show, y'all heard about That Becomes Her? You know about the old movie? Because we didn't really. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Had no idea. Had no idea what we gonna watch. Like, zero clue. Like, literally, like, when I tell you, I was like, I couldn't even try to guess.
And I didn't try to guess. We just showed up. Who?
This is Megan and,
Yeah.
and Jennifer Simard, and that's all. No?
That's all I need.
Right.
Oh, Michelle Williams is also in it.
Oh, yes.
And Chris Seaver, who we did not see his understudy was on, so I would like to go back to see Chris because we saw Maya Chris too.
Yeah, so you did. Which is always funny because Chris and oh my god, Jennifer worked together in a revival company. Son, wait, now it goes back even further than that. Shrek, right? Because Shrek was the Farquaad and she was she a witch?
Yeah, she's a witch.
Yeah, in Shrek the musical. I wonder if they've been friends that long. Maybe even before. Yeah, honestly, you just don't know. But I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So who won the lotto? You?
I think I did.
Yeah, you won a lot.
Yeah.
I had won a lot of once. I think that was back in November. I think.
But you came off. But you came off of like the waiting list or something, right?
Maybe.
Right, because you didn't get it at first, but you said you were on like standby.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And we didn't take it because we already got tickets to something else. Was it the Swept Away?
Maybe.
Yeah, that might have been that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it. So yeah, yeah. So the Cherries won the lotto, and we got it's at the
lottery.
The lottery.
I did not win the lotto.
And,
if I win the lotto, I probably wouldn't need to do the lottery. Yeah, Broadway shows.
Yeah, and we got pretty good seats, I would say. They were back orchestra on like close to the aisle.
Yeah, we like orchestra right, but like closer to the aisle. So actually not too far from our seats. So we saw Tina in, because it's the same theater. I think we were in like M. The Tina.
We were like T, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit ways back.
I mean, it's a big theater, so the T is, back. But it's a pretty big, flashy show, so you don't miss anything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh great, we seeing shows with sets. I love that.
Yes, they do have a set.
I'm not opposed to minimalist shows. I think minimalist shows had their place in theater. I mean, Sexy Oklahoma was pretty good. We agree. The Color Purple Revival, pretty good. Agree. But there's something about seeing sets move that really excites me.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, I mean they had a giant staircase, so yay! It was giving me Hello Dolly vibes.
The staircase.
Not that they were like centering.
Oh,
this giant staircase.
In my head, I was like, when do they have a staircase? She literally comes down the stairwell in like probably the most popular song of the whole musical. Anyway, don't make
the title song.
Oh, speaking of Brandon and Peters, Hello, Dolly. Anyway.
Yeah. So, oh my God, this show.
Jennifer Simard was in here too.
She was. We saw her there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we seen Jennifer quite a few times actually. Company, Dolly, Mean Girls. We saw her in Mean Girls.
Mean Girl, yeah. Disaster. That was our introduction to her. I mean, we watched Shrek, but we didn't realize that was her for a while.
Yeah.
And we watched Shrek a lot. We slept on that show too. And then it closed. And then, well, thank goodness for DVDs and live captions. Because that's probably one of my favorite shows, actually. Anyway. But this is not about Shrek. This is about Death Becomes Her. Which is apparently an old movie that has,
It's Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep, I think.
Was Goldie?
I think it's Goldie.
Oh. Yeah, maybe. Well, I was like, it's not Susan Sarandon?
I think it's Goldie.
Yeah, it's probably Goldie. Yeah, it seems more like a Goldie show.
About these two women who are friends. One's really obsessed with vanity.
They're rivals, really.
Rivals,
Like, they have an old rival movie.
Yeah. And
Why do they have an old rival movie, by the way?
Well, Helen felt Madeline had taken a lot that could have went to her, and so she kind of backed out of it because she tired of fighting with Madeline about it, and she finally feels like, oh, she has something to one up Madeline. She has a fiance who's a plastic surgeon. He's, this great guy, and of course Madeline's.
He like fixes the cleft lip to children.
Yeah.
Like,
It's Chris Evans,
Doctors Without Borders. Whatever. Like,
yeah.
Which they don't say well, right? That's what they were getting at, right?
Yeah. And then, of course, Madeline decides to take Ernest, the fiance, Helen's fiance, because, well, that's what she does. She takes sort of a good thing that Helen has, and great song, by the way. So, and now, Madeline's just obsessed with, like, vanity and, her money and, like,
but she's like aging.
She's aging.
And so like the roles are not coming in, and she's being considered like old and like out of fashion. And you know what that does to her psyche.
So she ends up taking, she ends up putting Helen in a crazy house because Helen loses her mind over everything, and Helen comes back and Helen is like, she looks great. She has a popular book, and Madeline can't have that. Like, Helen can't be her in life, basically, and she looks good too on top of it. And so she decides to take, like, this magic potion. Michelle Williams' character, what's her name? Viola. Has, like, this magic potion that, will make her, youthful and loved again. And you're like, but the catch is,
they can't die.
So, as you can imagine, it's not that great of a deal in the end, right? It's just a lot of. The show is.
I mean, the title says Death Becomes Her, but I was not like prepared for the amount of like a murder that took place.
It's a very quick-witted show, like a lot of quirky back and forth. The songs are hilarious,
and they're both so funny.
Like, they both work so well together. Like, I think Jennifer can work with anybody, though.
I think so too.
She's one of those people. Like, if you in the scene with Jennifer, like, she's gonna kind of make you better because you have to work to be on her level, because Jennifer, I think this type of stuff comes naturally to her. You know what I think? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Megan's not funny. Megan's obviously funny. She's like Glinda, but Megan's more known for her voice,
right?
And like Jennifer's known for being funny.
But Jennifer's got a great voice too.
Yeah, that's the funny
part.
That's
the crazy part.
Yeah, and I just like this musical because Megan is using like all the voices she has, like all the tricks, like vocally she's using her soprano, she's using her alto, she's using whatever voice, like her her Marilyn voice from Smash. Like she's used to like, and it works, and it doesn't sound
Crazy.
It doesn't sound crazy. It's not like discombobulated or anything. It's pretty smooth. And whatever voice that Jennifer's using cracks me up. Because she can actually sing in that voice, which is like,
yeah,
which is funny to me. Yeah, and I don't know. It just the show is funny. Like I was like, again, we were like, we're so close to break, almost the holidays. I need something,
yeah,
to get me through.
It got us through.
It got us through because we saw them back to back. Did we
Yeah.
see them back to back?
Made me happy, and then was like Wednesday,
and we
then
saw this on Thursday. Yeah. So, yeah, we were crazy for that after work.
we were.
Yeah, what were we thinking?
I don't know.
And I'm thinking back on that, I'm like, why would we do that? Anyway,
This has been in bed for like a week.
yeah, exactly why. But I mean, if you are like, hey, I'm taking me, Ma, and them to the show, what should I take them to go see? I'm gonna say this. One, because they probably are familiar with the movie.
Mhm.
One.
Not me, Mom.
Two, because it has everything you want in the show. It's flashy. It has dance numbers. It has a set. The music is good. The music is fun. And then on top of that, it's funny.
Yeah.
And then you could be like, oh, I saw that Michelle Williams girl from Destiny's Child. That's also an extra pink. I was like, oh, that's Michelle.
Yeah. She's so little.
She's so tiny. She's like this big. And she's like this tall.
She's so little. But also, like, can we talk about, like, the special, like, effects and, like, stunts that they do in this show? Was not expecting that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, but I was weak.
That stunt work in the show is pretty funny. Pretty good, actually. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
There's also a lot of quick changes. Like,
it's a musical.
It's given, like...
It's a musical.
It's given theater.
It's a modern, old school musical.
Yeah. Yeah.
The setup and the stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I know they like to build that. It says musical comedy revitalized. That's funny. Yeah. I say this is like the producers, but for like women.
Oh. I didn't think about it that way. I didn't think about it that way.
I mean, I think they use a lot of the fact that Michelle Williams in it to kind of sell it, but I would say she's not even the selling point of the show. Like, honestly, I mean, she sounds fine. She looks great. She doesn't really add much else to the show, really. You don't, like, I really do think a no-name person can do Michelle's part. Not no shade to Michelle, but can do her part. And might actually do it a tad better, a little bit, maybe. And then Michelle seemed a bit stiff physically. I mean, vocally she sounded fine.
Yeah.
But just like moving, we were like, I don't know. I think it's her costume's so heavy and she's such a small person. you know what I mean? Like maybe she's not used.
Yeah, I was reading something. They were talking about how heavy her costume was. I forgot how many. Is it like 20 pounds?
She's so small.
Is it like?
Yeah.
And I forgot, and I can't remember where I was reading it at. It's heavy.
It's very heavy.
It's heavy. Darn, I wish I could remember how much they said it was.
Yeah. Do you know who I would love to see in Michelle's part?
Let me try to guess. I'm blanking. Tell me.
Patina.
Ah, okay.
Patina. She has the charisma I think Michelle kind of sort of lacked.
I don't know, then I feel like we wouldn't get enough Patina. I'd be like, bring Patina back.
Yeah, but the moments we would get of her, we'd be like, ooh.
I guess, yeah.
It's Patina. Also, she might also actually like that now. Not having to do so much. I mean, like, the last thing she did on Broadway was Pippin. Like, I know she won a break.
Was that the last thing?
I think so.
Oh, because then she went to TV and she didn't come back? Maybe.
I think if Michelle leaves for whatever reason, I think she's pretty contracted for, like, at least, 9 months or whatever?
Oh, I have no idea.
How their contracts are? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. The show's doing really well, so I imagine. But I don't think she will stay that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see her having other things to do.
Yeah. She did it in Chicago. She Like, I could see her being like, all right, well,
I don't want to say it's kind of like a random choice, but where did they get Michelle from?
yeah, I don't know how she, like, she wasn't bad.
No.
She wasn't bad. I just was like, of all like the Broadway people we got, Michelle. I know Michelle's in Broadway, but like,
did she play Aida?
No.
Oh,
She did The Color Purple.
she did.
She was Suge.
The revival?
No,
Or the original? Ah,
Yeah,
Suge.
She was Suge Avery. Yeah. See, you seeing a trend of slightly being miscast,
Right.
like she's not, she wasn't bad at it, but you also like, was she the best choice? Right? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, that was like, and I'm watching it, and it wasn't like, oh, I was just like, oh, it's Michelle Williams. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to kind of, like I wanted her to be Viola. You know what I mean? So I wonder if maybe they should have went unknown and just got someone who could like, I don't know, like who had a bit more charisma and like, not
I
like,
don't think she lacks charisma.
no,
But I understand what you mean.
you know
She was a little stiff.
Yeah, like I think Patina would kill this.
Maybe we just saw off night.
Maybe.
What are people saying?
She opens the show.
She does.
Yeah, I mean, I've read that people felt she needed help physically. Like they were like, we noticed like a lot of the ensemble movers are like physically moving her.
Is it because of her outfit?
It could be.
They should help her out and give her something else to wear. Do it gotta be heavy? Like maybe it could just look heavy. Like I don't.
The costumes are pretty good in the show.
They are. I thought what's his name that do all the quick change stuff? I thought he did it, but he didn't do the costumes.
He get old. He's probably taking a break.
He's not old.
He is.
He is. He's been doing.
He
Dang,
might
what's
be
his
retired.
name?
He might be retired. Yeah, what's his name?
You know what guy I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what guy you're talking about.
I don't know. The costume is Paul Tazewell. But, dang, why can't I think of his name? Yeah, I know who I'm talking about, right?
So the last thing I remember him doing was the costumes in Hairspray Live. Because he did that costume for Kiki's Quick Change.
That wasn't Hairspray.
Grease. Sorry. Grease. He did the costumes for Grease Live.
Dang, what was his name?
I want to call him.
It's gonna come to me soon.
I want to call him Paul McCartney, and I know that is way off base. Is his name William? Does he have a classic name? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, not to focus on Michelle, but I didn't think like if you were running to shows just to see her, I'd be like, there's so much more that you might be more interested in after actually seeing it. Because she opens the show and I was like, oh, cool.
Very dramatic. They had that, like, I love the curtain. Like, I was like, yes, because they don't have curtains no more.
It's a textured curtain.
Yeah, they don't have curtains no more. Which is bananas to me.
They don't have curtains anymore. Everything
I wish shows had more curtains because I like not being able to know what's on the other side. I like when that goes up and you're like, wow, like here's the set. Like instead of just being like, oh, there's the set. No shades are swept away. That was pretty cool, but like a curtain would have been fine too, I guess.
That's the way they built the set. You really couldn't put a curtain
No,
in front of it.
yeah. I think it works sometimes, and other times I think.
I mean, 6 has a curtain. They pull it off every night, but yeah, they have a curtain.
I think they call that a kabuki, technically.
Kabuki is just a Japanese curtain.
I thought the kabuki is because it could tear away.
A Japanese curtain.
But yeah, it has a different function than a curtain, but yes, I understand what you mean. Devils. Are we ready to go back to 6? No, we saw 6 not too long ago.
No, not yet. We are planning on going back to see Hades Town though, so that we can see Haley Kilgore in Hades Town.
Just come back to Broadway. Not missing her again.
I'm like,
Oh, excuse me.
I'm like, what took these so long?
Mm-hmm.
Haley Killed.
Were they
took
quick?
these so long? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In Massachusetts? Yeah.
I didn't know. I just thought they were. I just thought it was the times, but
They're like Puritans.
Mm.
Yeah. Quakers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was laughing my ass off in the show.
It was
So
funny.
quite funny. It was funny. Yeah. And kind of had an annoying person sitting in front of us, and we still enjoyed it. So.
so if that is any indicator that we were able to overlook said annoying person, but yeah. Although I thought the show could have ended like 4 times. I was like, oh, this is not the end. Got it. Okay, there's more. Like, right? Didn't it have like 4 endings? I was like,
The short from Curtain Club got a lot of views.
it did.
I'm like, wow.
Excuse me. Oh, now I'm yawning. All right, let's show the people what we got. Can you reach it? Bow, 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 bow. Do you like our change in scenery or not really? Personally, I miss our window cards behind us, but our living room is in use right now. So we got the magnet.
I think they have pretty cool merch too.
They did. They had a really nice
Nice shirts,
like
nice
crew neck
nice
sweater.
crew necks, nice shirts, and
like the little novelty things too. Cute.
I got a compact.
Hey, look at us.
Yeah, and
Hi,
it
yes.
says, wrinkled little star.
Oh, I feel like it should say if you want perfection.
Yeah, that would have been nice too. But you remember she said that about.
She did.
Who said that? Helen said that to Mal?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's,
I watched too many movies and I'm like, we need to see something.
yeah, so I'm like, this is giving a comment. Is it Annabelle or the Conjuring with the mirror?
Right, there was the
Yeah,
the toy.
let me close that. Opening portals. This is our last video. So, yeah.
No, our last video is going to be our Old Gypsy review because it's going to happen on the 1st and we're going to be there. Right? Please. Please be well, everybody, please. Okay. So, we'll see you guys then.
See you in the new year.
Bye.